Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Daytona. We've got a special treat for you tonight. We are here for the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for no cash. In the booth with me here tonight, Bump and Run, Jesse Becker. Jesse, what are you thinking with all these cars ripping it around the track right now here at Daytona?
I'm thinking one of two things. This is either going to be a fantastic show and it's going to be real fun watching these fast cars get around these Mazdas, or it's just going to be complete carnage. I'm not sure which one it's going to be yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a little bit of both, but also he's going to be popping in the booth here occasionally. But Christian Taylor, he is mainly our race control tonight. We are keeping an eye on things. We've got over 40 cars ripping around the track. You are watching qualifying right now. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, it is a multi-class race. We have LMP2s, NASCAR Craftsman trucks, and Mazda MX-5s. This is interesting to watch, folks, because Jesse might have noticed as well. But down the straightaways, these Craftsman trucks actually have about the same speed as these LMP2s, so it might make things spicy here when they're trying to get around them.
Yeah, I don't know if you can pull it back up, but earlier we had a top speed for each driver showing there on the timing tower, and the top speed for the fastest LMP2 and the top speed for the fastest truck were the exact same at 194. Not sure if that's still the case. It looks like Michael iRacing hit 194 in the truck, and then there was Alex Lalonde in the LMP2. How about Casey Catola now with 195? So these two vehicles are pretty much identical here.
Yeah, well, identical on the straightaways, that is. In the corners, you see a big difference as you see that LMP2 below by that Craftsman truck here going through the corners in the infield.
Yeah, one of these vehicles definitely has aerodynamic support when it comes to the infield part, the little bits of the turns. And then you have the truck, which is basically just shaped like a bar of soap. It has very little aerodynamics.
You know, it's just kind of wild. You know, going through the infield there, the LMP2 looked like he was just night and day better than the truck. And then you get to the straightaway here, and they are dead even. And then you see those Mazdas are just basically in the way out there.
Yeah, if you see a Mazda out there, they might remind you a little bit of Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights when he first gets back in the car and he has that are those the other cars moment? That's kind of what the Mazdas are going through every single time a truck or an LMP2 goes by him on the straightaway.
Absolutely. And right now, Jesse, we see Steve Tucker out here in an LMP2. Did you expect to see Steve out in one of these cars here tonight?
I feel like Steve might have been like a Mazda guy, but to see him out here in the LMP2 is going to be fun. I don't know how many drivers we got. I can see the scoring going up to 22 there, probably more than that. But there's a lot of familiar names out there. We've got several drivers from the several different leagues we broadcast joining us tonight. So it's kind of a fun event, gathering everybody together to see who's going to win in a way.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. And like you mentioned, Jesse, we got drivers from all of our leagues in here. We also got some randoms tuning in. I'm sure Christian's down there letting people know about the broadcast, sharing the information. You know, if you're tuning in here for the first time, be sure, folks, click that like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment here in the chat. Let us know what you think. It's going to be great because here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we've been broadcasting IMSA-style racing, NASCAR racing, and I've even been doing some Super Formula Light stuff. So, oh, and a subscription just came in, Jesse. Looks like our latest GOAT is Trey Holmes.
Let's go, Trey. Yeah, we just recently surpassed 700 subscribers, which, as you've said multiple times, is the most subscribers anyone's ever gotten on YouTube. So, I mean, we're famous. What can we say?
Yeah, you know, it's just wild. You know, 700 subscribers. People have been trying to do this for decades, and nobody has hit the mark. But we were the first to do it, Jesse. And next, we're looking up to the stars. We're trying to hit 1,000 as we watch Casey Catola rip it around in his LMP2 over from MCR.
Yeah, Catola looking quick. He's on the pole right now out of everybody, and I don't know the exact count off the top of my head, but I know we're probably well over 50 cars at this point as qualifying getting ready to wrap up here in about 20 seconds. And this thing's going to start here before we know it.
Mark Whitley just joining in the last second from Harpoon Designs. Boy, he's also in an LMP2. I did not expect to see Mark out here. I thought he'd be in a truck.
Yeah, Mark Whitley, the 77. You see him on Wednesday nights usually in the GLSR Truck Series. He said, "Screw this. we're off this week, I'm going to go drive something that can actually turn right well.
And let's hop on board this LMP2, watch them. Let's try to find one that's going through the infield here. Going through the bus stop, slamming that rev limiter as another subscription just came in, Jesse. Looks like Splitty Odunt Elf Hunter is the latest GOAT of Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Congratulations, you made the best decision of your life.
That is absolutely the name of a GOAT right there. Super excited. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing.
Michael Tuck just subscribing as well.
I do have to mention something real quick I just noticed on my end, Blake. The in-sim time is Christmas Day 2025, so we're racing in the future here.
Absolutely. You know, I was picking a date, and I was trying to find a date that was nice and cool out. I wanted this track to have as much grip as possible for these guys wheeling around in trucks and MX-5s with LMP2s blowing around them. And I said, you know what? Let's make this a special event. It is Christmas night here at Daytona. And, Jesse, I think it's just about time to get gridded up here for the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for no cash.
I'm so friggin' excited. It's going to get hectic. It's going to take a couple laps, I think, before we start seeing traffic, but not very many. Maybe one or two before those LMP2s are flying by those Mazdas at speed differences above 80 or 90 miles an hour.
Absolutely. We know Christian, again, his main job here tonight is race control and keeping these guys under control. He's probably giving them some instructions because, folks, we were going to do a standing start, but we realized that probably wasn't the best option. So we changed it over to a rolling start, and we're going to try to spread out the three classes, give them a little bit of a gap to work with. But we are just about ready to get going. We're going to get gridded up, go through tonight's starting lineup, Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for no cash here at Daytona. Now, Jesse, as it's official here, Casey Catola, quick time, 139.003. He is in first, and boy, how about it? Alex Lalonde, 10th place in that LMP2.
Yeah, he's used to the GT3 lifestyle, man. He's not used to that LMP2, but you know who is Casey Catola.
Absolutely. And then in the trucks, we got Joseph Madigan. Quick time, 148, top of the board. And in the Mazda MX-5s, it's going to be Tyler Mantle. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for tonight's starting lineup. The Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for no cash here at Daytona. Here is tonight's starting lineup. On the front row in the LMP2s in the number 7 machine out of MCR, Casey Catola on is outside the 21, Marcus Taylor.
Row number 2 has the 48 Andrew Karubin and the 41 of Tim Birdie.
Row number 3 on the inside out of Harpoon Designs racing the 24 machine. Steve Tucker on his outside. All the way from India, resides in Chicago, the 11, Om Prajapati.
Row number 4 with the 23 of Trent Braylock and the 69, nice, of Christopher Damkohler.
And in row number 5, in the number 8 machine, Anthony Hutchinson, that's my cousin, on his outside, the 15 from Canada. He's normally in a GT3. He's trying out the LMP2. It's Alex Lalonde. Jesse, let's jump to the trucks. Let's only do the top 10 in each class.
All right, row number 1 for the trucks is going to be the 76 of Joseph Madigan and the 29 Joseph Smith of Joseph front row there.
Row number 2 on the inside from Canada in the 47, Austin Maggle on his outside, the number 20, Xavier Regelbug.
You nailed that one, Blake. Row number 3 for the trucks is going to be the field filler himself, Thomas Spencer, and then the 28 of Chad White Hutchinson Motorsports TV driver.
Absolutely. In row number 4 on the inside, the number 50, Jared Ray Hutton on his outside, the 1, Matthew Elmore.
And row number 5 of the trucks rounding out your top 10 qualifiers is the 13 of Michael Irisey and the 74 Devin McIntosh.
Go ahead and throw in Nate Bog is starting dead last there in the trucks. But as we drop back here for our Mazda MX-5s, looks like we're getting some people joining in. This is getting a little weird here on the grid. But on the front row for the MX-5s, at number 9, Tyler Mantle on his outside, the 076. He just subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. It's Michael Tuck.
Row number 2 for the MX-5s is Mike Hansen in the 22 and Darrell Young Jr. in the 16. And I'm pretty sure everybody else just didn't set a qualifying time there.
Absolutely. So that's going to change up the grid order. I'm guessing they're probably just going to start in the back. I have no clue how this is going to work, folks. For the first time ever, though, we've got some multi-class racing that includes NASCAR Craftsman trucks, LMP2s, and don't forget about the Bad Fast Mazda MX-5. Jesse, which class are you looking forward to the most?
I'm thinking it's going to be interesting to see who can survive the absolute carnage of all these other cars flying around them in the MX-5. Tyler Mantle, Mike Hansen, Michael Tuck, to name a few, they're going to have their hands full just white knuckling that wheel whenever these cars are flying by them.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy. I'm not really sure what to expect. We know in those infield corners, you're going to be seeing those trucks in the way of these LMP2s. But, Jesse, the pace car is in. Field is set. Green flag in the air at Daytona. The LMP2s are underway.
As they fly down into turn 1, Casey Catola does get a good jump. We've got carnage already in the trucks, but the rest of the field is heading into turn 1 for the trucks as well.
And the trucks into turn 1 with the MX-5s right behind them, folks. Here's Thomas Spencer. Boy, is that not a beautiful pictures. We got one off the car at the track.
Yeah, he's going to have to wait quite a while in that LMP2. Not sure who that is, but you see most of them getting through okay heading down towards the tight turns of the infield here.
Boy, this is madness, Jesse. There's so many cars out here. We're probably missing all kinds of wrecks, but we're going to stay tuned here as we watch Anthony Hutchinson battling for the 5th position overall and for the LMP2 class.
Yeah, I'm just reading through here. Go ahead, Christian.
I just saw a truck take the pit road exit on the beginning of the race there and jump about 5 or 6 trucks in the back.
Yeah, well, Christian, is that going to be your first DQs? We got a couple sideways there going into the oval.
This is destruction.
And boy, I tell you what, those guys on those cold tires, I think we're pushing it a little bit too hard as Dwayne Young in that number 10 machine holding on to the 10th place run here in the LMP2s for now. And they're 3 wide.
Let's just real quick, before we have more junk, go through some names here that crashed before the green flag even flew. We've got Landon Farrell, Joseph Madigan, Jared Gray Hutton, Michael Irecing, Nate Bogus all crashing before the green flew. If you remember, Joseph Madigan was the fastest driver in the trucks, so you can see he's not leading that field.
Yeah, we just
now.
watched Alex Lalonde got flat out dumped. Christian, you might want to take a look at that move there. Alex Lalonde got dumped, looked intentional to me. But Casey Catola is your
faster pair on that car.
Casey Catola, your overall race leader right now. He is trying to keep his nose clean as Tim Birdie trying to run him down.
There's way too many cars out here. I can't keep track of anything. This is great.
Yeah, this is absolute madness out here, Jesse. How many cars are out there, Jesse? You know?
I'll see if I can get you a number. I think we've got somewhere, including the folks that are in pit road already getting faster pairs that might have had the tow, we've got at least 56 cars out here right now. This is absolutely insane.
This is ridiculous. And go ahead, Christian.
If I don't get numbers, there is no way I'm finding people to be able to properly kick or do anything. So these drivers might be on their own out there, but we'll do the best we can.
Yeah, we'll at least try to keep an eye out for people just absolute being menaces. But how about Puddles the Duck out here, Jesse? What have you seen out of Puddles the Duck in that number 36 LMP2?
You got Puddles there, and then, of course, Dwayne Young a little farther back. Those guys are flying up through the field right now. Puddles up 9 spots from where he started. Dwayne Young up 12. We're used to seeing Dwayne Young driving ARCA cars, and he's out here in an LMP2 tonight.
How about we take a look at this truck here, your overall leader for the Craftsman trucks, Joseph Smith out here putting down some bangers. He's running down that LMP2 right now.
It's so funny seeing these trucks out here with no headlights on. They are dark.
Yeah, didn't we instruct these drivers to install headlights in these trucks? What is going on?
Well, Christian, we did, but all they did was tape fake headlights on the front of on the front of the cars. We thought they were real. They passed pre-race inspection.
Every time. Did you see cars?
Yeah, you know, they passed pre-race inspection, and we got a couple of trucks together. They're drafting down the trial. Well, that is a good strategy for the two.
Yeah, they're getting a good bump draft going through the trial over there. I heard earlier somebody was talking about seeing, I think it was you, Blake, saw maybe it was Logan, I'm not sure who, but somebody saw a truck and an LMP2 pump drafting each other through the tri-oval earlier. That was funny.
Yeah, but right now, Casey Catola, your overall leader, just put down the fastest lap of the session, a 1:39.60. I have no clue if these guys are going to have to pit. I think we left max fuel on, so I wouldn't be shocked if at least maybe the trucks can make it. I have no clue, honestly.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Blake made the session, so who knows what is going on with this thing, honestly.
I mean,
Jay Baffert gets dumped in the truck.
There's definitely no telling, but let's try to watch some of these MX-5s. Let's see who your race leader right now for the MX-5. Looks like it's Tyler Mantle. Trying to find him. We got so many cars to go through. See what Tyler Mantle's doing. Let's hop on board. Look how fast this thing's going, Jesse. He is flying. Slow down, Tyler.
You can feel the raw speed. If you look there on the screen, 126 miles an hour, you're thinking, well, those other guys are running 190. He's going slow. Have you hit 120 miles an hour? It's still fast. It's just the trucks in the LMP2 is way faster.
Yeah, we're going to stay tuned here, waiting to see some traffic catch him, but it looks like he's clear for a little bit, but he's got somebody right on his back bumper, it looks like. This might be a battle for the race lead in the Mazdas.
Michael Tuck, you can see his fastest lap there, 2:11.8, a whole second faster than Tyler Mantle, so he might have just gotten out ahead and got a lucky start.
Here we go.
And now that second place car is rolling back in as we got some traffic.
Look at this LMP2 just slicing and dicing, saying, get out of my way, losers. Blows right by all of them.
And I saw him in a little bit in the background, but it looked like Casey Catola is coming up as well. He's only a couple corners behind.
Boy, look at these beautiful machines ripping it around. You're watching Tyler Mantle right now. Right behind him, Michael Tucker running in the second spot. He's looking to bring home a win. He does not want to run second. He might just dump that leader.
Those are two sharp-looking cars, and now is when they're going to start clinching that wheel as these LMP2s are going to start flying by. They're going to have to hope that none of them make a brave dive into the bus stop on them.
Yeah, let's hop on board with John Espada running in the 11th position. You're going to see him hit some traffic here. It's like we got a Mazda right here. Gets by him pretty easily.
They just blow the doors off of those things.
Dwayne Young just junked it. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh.
Dwayne Young heading to the bus stop here on the backstretch. Hits those rumble strips a little too aggressively. Goes around.
Oh, keeps it out of the wall.
Almost keys the wall.
I was going to say, that was a really good job of gassing up there to kind of keep it out of the wall. That was really, really good preservation there. Look at that drafting going on there.
My Tim Birdie putting it on him right now, and we got Trent Blaylock in the third position there right here.
I'm watching up here from high in the sky in the blimp. This is some intense battling.
Look at these views right here. We got some trackside camera crews. They are out there holding cameras in the dark right next to the racing surface with 60 cars almost flying around them.
It's a brave career if you want to be a HMS TV cameraman, but you get paid you get paid. I'm not going to say you get paid well, but it is certainly a brave career.
Yeah, you know, you don't do it for the money. You just do it because you like it, and we're not going to pay you very much. But Mark Whitley cruising in the fourth position right now, rounding out the top 5 of your LMP2s is Bevan McCombs.
Looking bad fast there. A little bit slower top speed than the other guys, only 186. He might have his setup set to be gripped up more in the middle. Or is this fixed setup?
This is a fixed setup here as we got a new leader for the trucks. Xavier Regelbrug takes over the truck lead as an LMP2 gets around him. He holds on now. He's got a 5-second lead. This guy might be a road course ringer, Jesse.
Now, for the second time, you absolutely nailed that last name. I'm not sure what happened to Joseph Smith. He led for a little bit, but he's pretty far back, about 6.5 seconds. He must have had some sort of issue, but he's trying to work his way back up there.
All right, here I got something in the logs. Let's see what happened. This is a while back, last lap around. Joseph Smith in that 31 machine goes in the corner and just throws it sideways.
Looks like the 11 panicked too, locked it up. That's going to let 34 drive away, so we'll see if Joseph Smith and Austin McGill can reel him back in.
Yeah, right now, Jesse, we're taking a look at the 24 machine. Steve Tucker, he is a mid-packer here in this LMP2 class. He's beaten a couple guys, but he's cruising in the 16th position. I'm sure Steve was hoping for a better night.
I don't think if you told Steve Tucker coming into this thing that he was going to be ahead of Alex Lalonde, I don't think he would have believed you.
Yeah, I think you got a good point. I'm not sure what exactly happened to Lalonde. I'm guessing he's probably wrecked if he's that far back. I know he doesn't have much experience in these cars, but go ahead, Christian.
He did get jumped earlier towards the start. I really didn't even see who did it, but somebody just flat out drove through him.
Yeah, an LMP2 just dumped him going into a corner. I do remember seeing that. Not sure who that was. But nonetheless, Lalonde trying to keep this thing rolling as Catola's still your leader out front. Tim Birdie right behind him, not letting him go.
That's our closest battle. Well, I'll take that back. The closest battle is between the Mazdas, but for being only a second back, we're 6 laps into this thing. Tim Birdie trying to show that he's got something for Catola.
He's using that draft on that Craftsman truck here, trying to get a run down the straightaway. Remember, folks, these guys have similar speeds on the straightaways, even though these trucks are just bars of soap, like Jesse put it, down the corners.
Yeah, whenever they're on the straightaway, it's a fair fight, but as soon as corners are involved, the truck turns into a slug.
Christian, what are you seeing out of Om Prajapati, the MCR racer? Normally he's in a GTP, but tonight he's trying out the LMP2.
I see him running, 11th, trying to stay out of trouble. There's danger at all points of this racetrack. He's just trying to do the best he can. 23 seconds back, like you said, and his top speed is not there with the fastest.
Speaking of not there, Jesse and Christian, we might need to have a discussion. This number 28 of Chad White, he is junk here at Daytona.
Yeah, Blake, you must not have checked your calendar yet. I've already, we actually have a virtual meeting planned tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We're going to have to talk about Chad's performance. They just ain't cutting it.
I'm glad you set that up. Yeah, Chad, if you're tuning in, you need to be in my office at 8 a.m. on the dot, because we have a serious discussion to have.
Oh, the 45 just, is that the truck? Yeah, 45 just jumped somebody. That was pretty intense.
I'm going to need to know what overall position the 45's in.
Nate Ferguson, I can't tell you what.
Let's manually rewind it. I'm not seeing anything here. Uh-oh, here it is.
Oh, jeez.
So the Hawaiian Tropic 45 machine. Oh, yeah, it's a good-looking paint scheme. But you see the LMP2 tries to go to the outside, and he just stuffs him in the wall. Says, later, loser. Nobody passes me.
Yeah, I don't know what that LMP2 was thinking.
You're trying to pass Nate. What are you thinking?
I think the truck just, said, you're not passing me is what he was thinking.
But we're looking through the field here. Michael Tuck still cruising around here in his bad, fast machine. Look at this thing, Christian. What are you seeing out of the 076 of Michael Tuck?
Yep. This is probably the first time I've seen him, so I don't know what I'm seeing.
All I know is those rotors are glowing red, Jesse. It looks like a fucking light show out there.
It looks like he's got a teammate in front of him in the Mazda. They're running the same paint there.
Boy, Chad's in the freaking way, Jesse. He almost got passed by an MX-5.
It's kind of
well. When we were speaking about Chad earlier, I have to mention this. The man was just in California last night racing an Xfinity car. We flew him all the way across the freaking country and threw him in a truck at Daytona road course. I don't think I can be too mad about him running 6th.
Christian, I'm disappointed. What about you?
Absolutely disappointed. Jesse tries to see the better in people. I just think Chad has been failing us as a driver.
Look at him. He's in the way. He's holding up these LMP2s. At least take them out or something, Chad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
I'll stand by Chad.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll stand with Chad.
Jesse's a softie.
We are on board with the Hutchinson Motorsports TV truck where the driver's letting us down. It is probably the fastest truck out there, though, just with not as much skill behind the wheel.
They say stickers add horsepower, and those stickers are some of the best stickers you can see in the game. Those logos look sweet.
Dropping back a little bit here, we got Tate LaPretti in that Toyota. What are they, Tundras, I'm guessing?
Nailed it.
Well done. But hey, we drop back a little bit, or actually right in front of him. Julian Padilla. Boy, a rough night for Julian Padilla. He is in the 19th position in the LMP2s.
Get the camera on Puddles in 9th place right now. He is going through some absolute carnage in the infield. He had traffic all around him, and he's off the track.
Puddles, what are you doing?
Commentators curse. Hold on, I'm gonna try to talk to Puddles. Puddles, you got a copy? Oh, he ain't okay. He don't want to talk.
There's
Puddles
Puddles.
is a man of mystery, ladies and gentlemen.
What blows by those MX-5s, he is not happy. He is on a mission right now.
When I first set eyes on him, he was in turn 1, and he was dooring Miatas out of the way. He got by him so quick that by the time you switched to him, he didn't have traffic in front of him, and then he went and drove off the track.
He passed these guys twice here.
Yeah, this is pretty much what I saw live, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my. Wish his fan would get out of the way. And he just overshoots it here.
He definitely cooked it a little much. He must have got excited after making all those passes.
Well, we look through the field here. Your race leader in the MX-5 still Tyler Mantle. Haven't heard much from Tyler. You know, Christian, I remember a clip of Tyler Mantle. You know, he was running in a GT3 car, and LMP2 got to his outside, and you know what he did? He just turned right and hooked him.
Absolutely, it was one of the first. I think that was one of the first incidents we saw on Hutchins Motorsports TV in the IMSA class cars.
Yeah, you know, Tyler tried saying it wasn't intentional. Well, we saw the SMT data, and it was 100% intentional. So here's Tyler Mantle. Keep an eye on him, because if you're in a fast car and you get around that number 9 Miata, he might junk you.
Well, you know, they say numbers don't lie. People do. We looked at the numbers. They didn't lie.
But here is Christopher Damcaller cruising around in that number 69 machine in an LMP2, getting around that truck.
That's a sweet-looking scheme.
Steve Tucker in the chat says he would jump lap 1, throw a caution, or rewire. I don't know. What do you think? Like, I think we just keep it clean and green.
Yeah, I think we keep it green. You know, we did debate throwing a competition caution, but, you know, we got a truck there sideways, but it was straightened out. But, you know, the caution laps would take us so long. We'd probably waste, you know, eight minutes or so just for that one caution, which is a significant amount whenever we just have an hour race.
But I promise you, I cannot be bribed to throw a caution. Do not Discord message me your offer, because I definitely will not accept it.
Yeah, we might see some debris out there. You never know. Let's check out the chat a little bit. You know, I haven't had a chance here. There's been too much madness going on. I'm going to put this thing on focus on Rex, and we're going to check out the chat, see what's going on with the best fans in the business on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Of course, Connor Gerard's out there. I mean, what else would we expect than to see the GOAT of Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Connor Gerard?
You knew he was up for every single event we have. He's definitely Hutchinson Motorsport TV's biggest fan. They're trying to go 4 wide there live on the stream, but they somehow made it through. But yes, always good to see Connor, and he's always telling us how intense the racing is, and it definitely is right now.
Yeah, we got all kinds of new people in the chat. We got Trey Holmes, Brian Samara out there, Michael Tuck.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody hard into the wall there. That last crash report, I didn't see who it was.
I saw that too, Christian. Let me see if we can get Blake some detail on that one.
Was that Austin?
It was the 43 of Cameron Fader in 8th place.
I do not have it on my logs. I don't have it on my logs. I want to manually do it here. Give me a second.
Yeah, the 43 of Fader. It shows in my end when he went off the track. That car is destroyed. Me and Christian saw it live. The stream did not. Take a look at this one.
So here's Fader in that 43 trying to get around a truck. Let's see what happens. Goes into the corner. Oh, the truck kind of squeezes him off the road. Oh, yeah, Fader just forgot to turn. He's jumped.
That was a hard hit, I think. I can tell you, I don't think the left front tire is supposed to be pointing at the right front tire.
Yeah, here, let's rewind it one more time here. Fader goes in the grass and thinks he's just going to keep it straight. Doesn't really work out for him here as he goes to the left side around that truck, straight into the wall, and junk.
The other half of that replay, the 46 needs a wheelbarrow for the move he made, cutting through the grass on the inside of those trucks.
Boy, Casey Catola has been dominating. He's out front now by 3 seconds. Still a long way to go in this one. We're only in minute number 20 coming up here, so just about a third of the way done.
Turn the camera to it's their 13th position. You got a 3-wide LMP2 battle with a truck. They might make it 4-wide.
No clue what you're talking about, Christian. You just made that up.
Yep, definitely. I'm just at this point, you know, I'm just making scenarios. Oh, we got another car harder to the wall again. Nope. You know what? I'm watching a replay. I'm just gonna shut up now.
Oh, I wonder what you were looking at there. Michael Irisy
He was
is
hallucinating.
Michael Irisy. Oh no, the Tide truck is junk. Let's see what happened. Oh no, he just gave up. I don't think he even wrote.
It looks like he spun and then just got tired of it.
Slide job. He could have
slid more than the Goo Goo Dolls.
Calling it quits. So out front, though, Catola holding off Birdie. Birdie's running him down, though. That race lead has dropped about 2 seconds.
Take a look at that picture.
That is one handsome man, Tim Birdie.
I think it's the deer antlers just do it for me, honestly.
I don't know. Tim Birdie's a good-looking guy, isn't he, Jesse?
It's sharp, and the car's sharp, too. He's working on reeling in Catola.
And we drop back
Keeping that
here.
lead about at a similar gap.
Boy, this Safe Light number 11 truck, he's been getting lapped left and right, but he's keeping his line still at least. Try to find who that is. It is not number 11, so they got a paint that is not matching their number, which I am not surprised about.
The number 11 truck is Austin McGill. He is going to be the number 47. Toyota Tundra, there he is.
Here he is out of Canada. Boy, that's a good picture there. Looks like some St. Patrick's Day stuff going on. Austin McGill trying his luck here in the trucks in the 3rd position.
He's trying to channel some inner Corey Heim. It's not working because if he was, he would be leading the truck field by probably about 15 seconds.
Are you saying, Jesse, it would be Heim time?
It's always Heim time. I mean, in your opinion, who's dominating which series more? Heim dominating the trucks, or is Connor Zilisch dominating Xfinity?
It's definitely Connor Zilisch, but let's hop on board with Austin McGill going through the chicane here in that truck.
This is just eat those curbs. I mean, he just drove right over those turtles, and it moved a little bit, but it didn't seem like it got loose or anything.
Tate LaPrette is junk. I'm guessing he misses this chicane here. Oh, no, that was turn 1. He just forgot to turn, never lifted. Not even close, Tate.
Where are you going? Give that guy a map. If you know, you know.
But your race leader, though, Catola trying to hold off Birdie. Birdie right behind him there. About a second separates the two for the overall lead and in the LMP2 class. But let's see how the Mazda MX-5s are doing as we drop back a little bit.
Looks like a close race. Less than half a second gap between Tyler Mantle and Mike Hansen. Not related to Chris. I guess it could be. We don't know.
I don't know. He probably is. But, yeah, look at this battle right here. Bumper to bumper. Man, this is crazy. But just stay on board here, Jesse. Now, I was about to say, imagine you're an MX-5, and look what you see. Wow! Blew his doors off while you're battling for the lead. Oh, look out! He's going to dump him! You're watching
he knows he's live on the stream. He's going for it right now.
You're watching a battle for the lead. The MX-5s, the 9 of Mantle trying to hold off the, I don't know what number Mike Hansen is. It's 22 of Hansen.
He about told Tyler Mantle to have a seat. Not able to get it done, though.
Then you got a truck sneaking up behind him as well. Look at this.
Incredible. That was a field filler there. Thomas Spencer flying by these two Mazdas. Is he going to make a move here on the back stretch?
To the outside, he does.
Side by side heading into the chicane here. Can Hansen take over the lead? It looks like he's going to do so.
We'll see if he's able to hold on to it. That draft seems to be pretty strong on those little Mazdas.
Gonna go below the
Randall
yellow
just
line
got a great
almost.
run out of the bus stop there, and he's going to get the pass back. Look
Chad
at Chad
White.
White go around the outside.
They never saw him coming. Now, you know, that was one of my concerns here, Jesse. If you're in an MX-5, you got a truck running up behind you here in the dark with no headlights.
I guess the good thing, Chad White's probably the easiest truck to see out of the entire field with the white being the main color. A lot of these guys just driving the dark paints. They're like ghosts.
Boy, these guys pass each other about 4 times on the oval alone.
Draft is serious in those little Mazdas, man. You can really feel the wind going through the hair if you have the helmet off, but these guys, of course, safety first.
Yeah, Tyler Mantle sitting in the second spot. And how about third position in our Mazda MX-5s, Darrell Young Jr.?
Harpoon Design Racing team member. That car, probably the definition of high vis. You can see that thing from miles away, and it does look good.
100%. Time to go up to the blimp, the Harpoon Design blimp. We got Brantley Roden up there. Let's see if he's tuning in, listening here. Brantley, do you have eyes on our race leader up in the blimp? Let's take a look. Looks like we do here. Casey Catola right now in the infield.
Is that Darrell getting junked as you went away from him?
Yep, Darrell
I'm pretty
is jumped.
sure it was. Oh, commentators first hitting Darrell Young there.
Slide job.
Too much pressure for him, I think. It just got to him. He just forgot where he was.
That is unfortunate for Darrell Young. But we were up in the blimp, the Harpoon Design. If you need a paint scheme for any of basically your closed wheel cars, NASCAR style, harpoondesign.com is your place to go. Paints start at how much? No, this can't be right. My note says $25 starting.
That's
Is that
right.
wrong?
That's right, Christian. I didn't believe it either. You know, honestly, we're kind of getting one over on them, getting them for just $25.
Oh my. You know, I'm gonna go. I think I'm
Roden
gonna
will
order a
paint
couple.
one of these 3 classes here for you.
But hey, I say, let's see, we're heading into a minute number 27. Let's take our first break of the evening, folks. We appreciate you guys tuning in here. Hutchinson Motorsport TV, you're watching the HMS TV Dash for No Cash here at Daytona. Multi-class racing, LMP2s, NASCAR Craftsman trucks, and Mazda MX-5s. We'll be back in a moment, but don't you worry. We're going to Hutchinson Motorsports TV side by side. You're not going to miss a lap. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live. The Hutchinson Motorsport TV Dash for No Cash. Tim Birdie has taken over the race lead overall in the LMP2s. He is out front beating Casey Catola, and it looks like in the trucks, Austin McGill taking over the lead, and it looks like he's crashed. Let's see what happened, Jesse.
Time took the lead in the trucks, and you're telling me he instantly had an issue here?
Slide job.
Oh, just bad timing there.
Made up some killer ground, though, before he spun out.
I was going to say, it looks like he's going to be able to keep the lead. I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the truck competition. Thomas Spencer, the scoreboard's kind of jumping around, so we got pit stops happening for the trucks. That's what's going on.
Yep, trucks are heading down pit lane here. Thomas Spencer getting some service. He's going to get him some fresh Goodyears.
It's likely going to be the only stop of the race for these guys. We are over halfway now.
Now let's take a look. Has our LMP2s, have they pit? I don't think they have.
I don't believe so.
Nope.
Casey Catola getting a good run out of the bus stop. He might have a fighting chance here at the end of the straightaway.
Looks like we do have
See if
some.
he can get to Tim Birdie.
Yeah, we have some alternate strategies going on. You see Marcus Taylor, he did pit early on, so maybe he's counting on a early stop here, because I'm thinking these guys are going to have to pit by the end of this race, I would assume. And here they come.
Okay, pit stops now happening for the LMP2s. Looks like our Mazdas have stopped already as well. It's hard to tell if everybody's come in their stops for fuel and tires, or if they just had to come in and get a fast repair from the early carnage. It's hard to know for sure.
Yeah, but Mark Whitley for now going to take over that race lead in the LMP2s out of Harpoon Design Racing Team. Mark Whitley ripping it around in that number 77 LMP2.
A sharp looking ride there for Whitley, another driver for the Harpoon Design Racing Team, leading the way for now until his pit stop.
We haven't heard much about this guy here, but Trent Blaylock in second, Christopher Damcolor third, and how about Puddles sitting in fourth?
Now, Christian, I know you tried earlier, have you been able to get in any word with Puddles yet?
Yep, the only word I ever get in, like Blake actually, we had our assignments to interview drivers beforehand, and he always likes giving me Puddles. So I actually tried to interview him a few times in car radio, and Puddles' only response is, And then I asked him another question, and all I got was radio off, and that's it. He just won't talk to me.
He's not a fan of you, Christian. Puddles the Duck. He is known around the garage as being a man of mystery, but he's trying to rip it around. Looks like this is Tyler Mantle. Looks like he's back out there in his Mazda.
Blew the doors off of him, but I'm more confused. What is this about interviewing drivers before the race? Did I miss that email?
Yes, you have a list of drivers you are supposed to get interviewed. Did you not? Blake, what in the world is this guy doing, Jesse?
Trouble for CK. Looks like he just forgot to turn there. I think he looks, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I think he just forgot the track. I mean, look, he just kind of, hang on. Let's hop on board, see what happened.
Well, pit stops just happened. He might have took tires and forgot what it was like to be on cold tires, if I had to guess what happened.
Maybe he realized he overshot it, just kept the wheel straight there.
He's honestly lucky that thing didn't keep sliding into the wall. He got out of there with no damage, so I'm sure he's thankful, although that's definitely going to set him back.
Whitley down pit road, so Trent Blaylock going to take over the race lead in the LMP2s, but he's going to have to pit as well.
I wish we had data for the fuel usage of these guys. It'd be interesting to see if the guys like Catola and Birdie pit early just because they could and they're trying to split the race in half, or if the guys that are staying out are running on fumes right now.
Yeah, there's no telling. We got Xavier Regelbrug out here. He is your race leader in the trucks, trying to hold off Joseph Smith. Has a 1.5 second gap as he's trying to let some of these LMP2s get by.
I gotta say, that's the best you've done all night with that last name. You've nailed it every time, but that was the best you've done with it. And it's also impressive that Joseph Smith's made his way back toward this lead. He had trouble, and I remember him being at least 7 seconds back. So to see him within a second and a half pretty impressive.
He's driving like a madman, sending it through these corners. Joseph Smith wants to win this race.
You gotta. There's no way you can be more famous than winning a class in the HMS TV Dash for No Cash. So I can't really blame him. He is willing the hell out of that truck right now.
Oh, I've never seen so much counter steer in a NASCAR Craftsman truck, but it is working out for Joseph Smith. Whew, that was close. Jesse, what are you seeing out of the three here?
Definitely sketchy. I'd say Thomas Spencer, he's pretty used to what's happening around him. Looks like he's in no man's land right now. Call him the field filler. He's got the beautiful picture as always, but this is honestly a pretty good result for him, sitting in 4th place. He's got his pit stop done. He should be able to bring home a top 5 here in the trucks. His competition 5th place, about 10 seconds behind, so he's officially in no man's land.
Now, Jesse, I'm trying to remember. I believe Austin McGill, he is from MCR. Is that right?
I don't know. I'll have to research that one for you.
Take a look at that.
I'm not familiar with the MCR driver.
I'm trying to find out who our best running non-NASCAR driver is doing in these Craftsman trucks, and I feel like I've seen that name, Austin McGill. Sorry if we've forgotten you, because we've been doing so many series lately. It's hard to keep track of everybody. Nonetheless, good race so far for him.
I'm looking at the chat. Steve Tucker, he says he qualified 5th, jumped on the first lap. He tried to bring it back, but now he's jumped out of the race. He's grabbed a Capri Sun and watching this show.
Yeah, Steve Tucker. Last night Steve was on air. Actually, he had a broadcast. I was tuning in. Boy, that was a rough race. I think there were 14 cautions. Is that right, Steve? Hey, Steve, if you're bored, feel free to hop into the booth here if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but
if you hop in the broadcast lobby, I'll bring you on in, Steve.
I thought we made a chat for this, didn't we? Should be able to hop right in.
Yes, there is a, well, this is the booth. I don't know if you can join directly.
I think he did. I think I made it with and just renamed it. But Steve,
okay, yeah,
again, feel free to hop in if you want over here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. But right now we're watching Nate Bogus cruising around in the 11th position in the trucks. And if he pops in, you guys have to let me know. I do have streamer mode on, so I'll have no clue. What else are you seeing out front, Jesse?
Not seeing a whole lot. I'm trying to find out if that man you mentioned, Austin McGill, was from MCR. I'm not seeing his name involved in any of these here. In fact, I know Tyler Mantle is, as you mentioned earlier. He's the only one that comes to mind.
Matthew Elmore. Elmore is as well, so he might be the first one in a Craftsman truck from MCR. It's good to see some of those guys trying out this Craftsman truck, even though they may not have much experience. But Christopher Damcaller, that is a good-looking LMP2, isn't it, Christian?
Definitely so. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of dark here.
I can make it a little brighter, but it looks terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't go messing with settings. You ain't gonna make dark look good. But I mean, look at these lights out here, man. It's funny to see like a group of cars, and then you see a truck all in the darkness. And I'm seeing an LMP2 right now flashing. Oh, and he junks him. I am watching. Marcus Taylor takes out a truck. That is a 21 car in the 4th position. Just destroyed a truck.
Well, when they won't get out of your way, sometimes you just got to dump them. You got to bully these trucks when you're in an LMP2. And here's a 52. He's just in the way. Taylor just flat out junks him. Oh, my. That was brutal.
Sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail. And that 52 truck is definitely getting hammered right now.
I mean, Taylor, I'm not sure if he thought the truck was going to get out of his way or... That would have
absolutely smoked him.
That was a hell of a move. That was brutal. But nonetheless, Marcus Taylor cruising in the 4th position. He's probably got some nose damage after that one, I'd suspect.
You got to do what you got to do to bring home the top 5 here in the HMS TV Dash for No Cash. This is a prestigious event. Can't let no truck hold you up.
Jesse, I got the drone flying right now. Let's see how close I can get to this 21 machine.
That's an incredible shot you're getting right now. You're starting to get pretty good at this whole thing.
Whoa.
Oh, geez. Watch out for the fence.
I'm just going to fly right over him.
You know, Jesse, it's a really good thing that no one told Blake that you were driving the drone. I'm glad no one told him that.
Look out!
Whoa, jeez.
We have lost connection of a drone. There is a drone on the oval there coming out of, I believe that's what, turn 2?
We'll call it that. It's the turn 2 of the oval.
But nonetheless, out front, Tim Birdie, still your race leader, a 6.8 second gap. Mark Whitley second, and Casey Catola, after flying off the track, has fallen to third.
She about got a piece of Chad there.
Yes, boy, somebody needs to try to make Chad go faster.
I mean, come on. He's doing fine. He's top 5 in the trucks.
What is up with you and like always, glorifying Chad? He's doing horrible, Jesse. Jeez, man.
We
Dude
put him in the
all
best
the way
truck
across the country in less than 24 hours and was just driving an Xfinity car.
He's in the best truck in the field, Jesse. That's like somebody hopping in a junior motorsports car running 25th and saying we ran good.
So the 17th, what is his name? Connor Day?
Corey Day.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know his name. That's basically you're saying Chad White is Corey Day.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, Chad is good at ARCA, and maybe nothing else. So maybe he is Corey Day.
and Chad, don't cook me because, I mean, maybe his name's Corey Day. I don't know. Chad
did go on that crazy run in a couple different leagues a couple of weeks ago. Maybe he's washed now. I'm trying my best to defend him, but I don't know.
Well, you know what, Jesse?
Ever since he added his picture, it just went down.
We're going to have to squash this battle here. It's time to pull him in here during the race. He's out there driving. We're going to distract him. Chad, Blake, Jesse, and Christian in the booth. You got a copy? Chad.
He's concentrated. He's locked in.
Hello?
Chad, do you copy?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Hey, we know you're out there racing. You know, me and Christian were talking. We're not super impressed with how you're running, but Jesse is. How do you feel out there at Daytona?
Like a fish out of water, to be completely honest.
Jesse, what are you seeing out of this 88 truck?
Well, I'm trying to remind these guys that less than 24 hours ago, you were on the opposite side of the frickin' country driving an Xfinity car, and now you're here at Daytona driving a truck. You're not going to be on the top of your game here.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think I've got some concussion symptoms going on after the wreck from last night too. So that was a pretty hard lick to the inside wall. So I might not be 100% tonight. I'm not really sure.
No,
don't tell the doctors that. They'll want to test you and all that and try to take you out of your seat. I mean, we don't need all that. We need a driver in the truck.
And Chad, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we need you in Blake's office at 8 a.m. in the morning. We have to have a discussion, okay?
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so you're going to need to fly over here to Illinois. So we know you went coast to coast. We need you to come to the middle of the country right after this race.
Okay. Am I getting any kind of incentives for this, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
But hey, Chad, how's the truck feeling out there?
In sim time. Hold on 1 second. I got to say, in sim time is December 25th. It's Christmas in sim, by the way. 2:10 in the morning. You're going to wrap this race up, and you're going to get on a plane to Illinois. How much is a plane ticket going to cost on Christmas? I don't know.
Well, that's something Chad's going to have to figure out, because you guys know well that we are not going to cover that at Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to get there because I don't have a whole lot of money right now, so I might have to just
as well as we pay you.
I will say I might just have to start taking a track, get some exercise in, and walk out there. Illinois is not that far away from Tennessee.
All right. Well, hey, Chad, keep it up out there. Hopefully you can hold on to that top 5, and we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, guys.
There's Chad White, driver of the number 28 machine/88, whatever you want to call it here tonight. Chad White running in the 5th position for the truck class.
You know, considering who's running fourth, maybe Chad is having a bit of an off night.
Good point. But we look at my my estranged cousin, Anthony Hutchinson. You know, I haven't talked to this guy in almost 33 years, and he's out here running in the 10th position in an LMP2.
You look at that picture. I can see he looks just like you. That's incredible.
I see the resemblance.
Yeah, you know, we're going to have to catch up at the family dinner. Hopefully I'll see him at Thanksgiving. You know, he usually doesn't show up, though.
You just got to walk up and just say, hey, Tony. And it'll just be like old friends.
It's like he's trying to get around this truck, having some problems trying to get through the corner here, and he's going to be able to do so.
Well, with his track record, I'd be kind of nervous being around that 50-ton truck. He's been involved in a lot so far tonight. As we're getting towards the final 10 minutes of this race, this thing's starting to fly by all of a sudden.
Absolutely. And folks, we appreciate you all tuning in here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV dash for no cash here at Daytona. Multi-class racing again. If you're just tuning in, LMP2s, NASCAR, Craftsman trucks, and Mazda MX-5s out here tonight. We had over 50 cars, I believe, enter the race. It has been a dandy so far. Be sure, folks, click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment in the chat. You know, we got Steve Tucker, Connor Gerard, all kinds of our goats in the chat, talking things over. And other than that, you know, Christian, how you feeling about this one? Good talk. Jesse, what about you?
All I want to say is, real quick, I'll get to you in a second, Christian, but this event, the HMS TV Dash for No Cash, if you want to turn it into a Dash for Cash, and you want to sponsor an event with us or reach out to us for any other sort of inquiries, head on over to the Discord. There will be a link either in the description or somebody will post it in the chat. That's where it's kind of the hub for all this. That's where the event got planned and everybody joined in, kind of thing. It's the best place to hang out if you're trying to get involved in anything we've got going on, want your leagues broadcast, want to sponsor the channel or sponsor an event like this. That's the best place to go. Go ahead, Christian.
Yep, like I said, you know, I've been trying to race control. There's just too many trucks out here to even do anything, so I bet people are upset with me. I've been hearing some radio chatter, so just like go through the chatter right now. A lot of the trucks are very upset with our LMP2 class. They're thinking that they're being unfair, passing them in the wrong times, but right now I just see a LMP2 just getting bullied by some trucks. So I think everyone just is doing the best they can out there.
Oh,
with the cars they're dealt.
52 just doors the 11 off the track there.
I don't know. It looked to me, in my opinion, it looked like McGill might have tried for a bit of an over-ambitious pass there, and one of the worst places to pass on this track.
So rewind it, take a look. So here it is.
Yeah, I don't know what they call that corner, but it's definitely not a great place to try to make a move.
Well, Blake is great with the names of corners. What was that corner name, Blake?
Oh, that's the S's.
Nope. He came right back to him as soon as he said it.
He's just and what is the backstretch chicane called, Blake?
That's the chicane.
Oh,
damn, he's good.
What can I say? I mean, I'm
a
a road course
with some better questions, Christian.
You guys should have seen me out there in a Super Formula Light. I mean, I was basically a natural at it.
What about the turn on screen right now?
That is the oval.
Oh,
golly.
Jesse, have you ever met a man more knowledgeable about road course racing than Blake Hutchinson?
No, I haven't. He's a special breed.
You know, I don't
really
know how
is.
I do it. Tim Birdie out front, though.
Tim Birdie go.
He's a special breed, too. That lead almost to 11 seconds over Mark Whitley. Didn't really expect that. It took him a while to get by Catola. But then, of course, Casey had his own issues. He's dropping time right now to Birdie. He's 13 seconds back in third.
And Christian Puddles, the duck, just junked it. Let's see what happened.
Not Puddles! Let's see. Puddles. What did you do? Got into the curb too hard. Spun out. Backs it up. Keeps it going. Okay, right now, let's see if we can get radio communication one more time. Puddles, this is Christian up in the booth. You got a copy.
nothing there.
Nope.
What a shame.
Hansen
He is
coming
an
off.
enigma.
Mystery.
Hansen comes off pit road. Oh, yeah, he just pulls it in. Gives it up here. Mike Hansen is sick and tired of running in the back. He is done.
He is over it. He's leaving it to a 3-car battle now for the MX5 class. We got 6 minutes left. I don't know how to count. Hold on to it, Nate Bogus.
Slide job.
He got a couple of those tonight.
Meanwhile, Christopher Damcaller here in 5th position in the LMP2s. Pretty good night for him. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we've had some incidents, obviously. We've had 50-plus cars out here. This has been much cleaner than I kind of expected.
I got to say, I'm curious to know exactly how much we missed at the start of this thing. I know there was at least 5 names that I got reports back that they crashed before the green flag even dropped. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but once everybody kind of got going, it's settled out. There's been wrecks here and there, but it's been better than I expected.
Yeah, just a bunch of these, this little turning sideways, but you're going to see that anywhere. Getting on the gas a little bit early, going into the oval. Cameron Fader loops it around, but keeps it rolling. But we drop back here. Benjamin Romano cruising in the 9th position in the LMP2s. And let's check out our Mazdas. We haven't done a Mazda MX-5 update in a while. Michael Tuck, still your overall leader over there.
He's just running his race. Nothing too exciting happening with Michael Tuck. He's just, as you say, getting the job done.
Absolutely. From Nordic Racing, Michael Tuck, I wonder if he actually lives over in the Nordic. I believe, is that a Switzerland flag or Denmark? It's one of them. I don't know.
You nailed it. I think you nailed it. I don't know.
It's definitely one of the
flags.
two.
I want to say,
I think it's
if
Denmark.
I had to guess, I'm going Sweden. That's what I'm going.
That's not Sweden.
No? Okay. It sounded good.
I do know that. The Sweden flag is blue. Actually, that's got to be Denmark because the Sweden flag is the same except it's blue where it's red and it's yellow where it's white. So let's take a look here at the Denmark flag, see if I'm the GOAT of flags. And ladies and gentlemen, I am.
I don't know how you can be the GOAT of iRacing broadcasting and the GOAT of geography. So congratulations.
Hunter Terpster has spoke up. It is definitely the Denmark flag. Hunter knows.
Well, that's what I said. Good thing I'm the GOAT. But Nate Bogus here, junking it again. Let's see what happened.
It's so funny seeing those big old trucks next to those LMP2s.
Trying to drag race.
Yeah, that's how you get it back going. Just put it to the floor.
Trying to
spin it back
drag race that
around.
LMP2 to the oval there. Didn't work out for him.
It's kind of crazy how these LMP2s could just bully these trucks around too. I've seen a few LMP2s knock a truck out of the way, take no damage themselves.
It's been kind of crazy. I've noticed the same thing. LMP2's just bullying these trucks around. You think it'd be the other way around, but not the case.
Well, they're so low to the ground that they can almost get to the rear tire of the truck from behind and just spin them around and not even actually hit anything. It's kind of wild.
And we got Splitty, Odent, Elv Hunter just subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV earlier. He did confirm we are Danish. Nordic Racing for the win. Well, welcome to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. I tell you what, Jesse, in just the last month or so, we've had racers from Chile, from the U.S., Canada, Denmark, the UK, basically all over. Om Prajapati is from India. So, I mean, we're literally worldwide here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
I was going to say that exact thing. HMS TV is definitely worldwide. It's great to see countries all over the world tuning in. Got to work on some of the demographics, but the countries are definitely getting there.
And then how about, the driver? A lot of people do driver of the race. Well, let's do biggest disappointment of the race. Jesse, I'm going to give that title to the 15 car, the LMP2, Alex Lalonde.
I don't know how you lead the HMS TV power rankings for, I want to say he's led them for 3 weeks in a row, and come out here and put up a stinker and sitting here about to get lapped with a few minutes left here in this race.
You know, I know he had an incident. Yeah, he had an incident earlier. I do know that. But ever since then, it hasn't gotten much better. As Lalonde is basically in the back of the pack of the LMP2's left almost.
I like how he flashed his lights at that Mazda there like he wasn't going to blow his door off going about 85 miles an hour faster. It's just like he wanted him to know just that little bit more, hey, I'm flying by you right now.
Well, Christian, I thought we've discussed this before. Isn't that a rule if you're road racing? You're supposed to flash your lights every single car you're coming up on.
Definitely so, and you're supposed to flash it for at least 15 seconds before you pass, and then keep flashing 10 seconds after you pass.
That's a good point. You know, Jesse, if I was out there in one of these, I would probably set up like a key bind, so I'm just driving around flashing the lights literally the entire race.
Yeah, you can hold the button down and they'll keep flashing. I have personal experience.
Nate Boggess crashes again. Boy, it's been a rough race for this 45 machine. Christian, take us around and let's see what he did.
Alrighty, here goes Nate Boggs on the screen, just going into the infield section here. Spins it around, slips on a banana peel that was left there by Tim.
Oh, Christian, take note of this.
Okay, Chad White on screen now, going into turn 1 there, and LMP2 on his outside.
Oh, gee.
Okay, for the first time tonight, I will say that was not Chad's fault.
All right, I was ready to ream Chad right there, but okay, Chad, I'll give you that one, but you didn't do nothing wrong here. Let's get the right rear suspension cam view, so here it is.
All right, with the best
Cameron
logo in the
Fader
business.
just hooked up some TV time.
Bam!
Another bully maneuver.
That was a good point.
Oh, my.
Just picked that thing up and put it down, just spun him around like nothing. Boop.
And the 11
There's a
truck
Mazda junk on the right side of the screen.
Yeah, random Mazda
What's he
sitting
doing?
there. Boy, that was tight quarters there for that 11 truck. Barely got around all that carnage.
Bones Doze is here.
Of course he is. You know, I swear, Bones, he always waits, you know, until the race is getting close to over. And then he pops in and look at that out of nowhere. Checkered flag in the air. This race is over. Tim Birdie takes home
It's over.
the checkered flag.
We are the best in this IMSA style racing. We totally knew the race was about to end. Ladies and gentlemen.
Blake, rewind it. Rewind it until he's coming out of like the turn 4. Just back it up. If we didn't miss the finish, all right, you can play it from there. All right, here we go.
Tim Birdie for the last time going through the chicane onto the oval. He is your race leader, the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for no cash into the oval for the final time. The 41 machine, the LMP2. Tim Birdie onto the front stretch in front of a sold-out crowd. Checkered flag in the air. Tim Birdie wins the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for no cash.
Absolutely fantastic drive out of the 41. Mark Whitley, Casey Catola, nowhere to be found. 41 took the lead, ran away with a great drive from him.
And then in the trucks here, it looks like Xavier Regelbrug taking it home. And second place going to be Joseph Smith. Those two were battling it all night long. And rounding out the top 3 for the trucks, Austin McGill from Canada. And then in the Mazda MX-5s, your winner from Nordic Racing, Michael Tuck. Second place goes to Tyler Mantle. And how about the Vikings fan, Darrell Young Jr., rounding out the top 3 here in the Mazdas.
That was a great race here tonight in the HMS TV Dash for no cash. We managed to time the finish perfectly there. Got on Tim Birdie right when he was coming out of turns 3 and 4 and crossing the stripe. Incredible timing. We knew for sure that the white flag was out. And I got to say, it's been a great night. It looks like if we can get on the 43 car, Cameron Fader, it looks like he's pushing somebody who is completely destroyed to the finish line here. This is a real Cars moment here, pushing Hunter Terpstra to the finish.
Boy, this car is junk right here. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, Jesus. That thing is rough. That Hot Wheels thing. You know, I had some Hot Wheels that look like that when I was a kid that I tore up. The problem is that's a multi-$100,000 car that's looking like that.
Are we sure that's an LMP2, Jesse?
I couldn't even tell you what that is. The only body panel still on the thing is the freaking cockpit.
I think that's a Formula V.
It could be. I think the Formula V might have more surface.
That is insane. Look at the tires, too.
Golly.
Wow, what a race. So, it was a pretty clean race. I mean, I know we missed a lot of wrecks, but I was looking at my log. There wasn't a bunch of crazy incidents, just some mix-ups, which is going to happen when you got 50-plus cars out here on Daytona. But you know what? I think this was a pretty successful event here tonight, folks. If you're interested in doing more, check out the description. Join our Discord channel today. We occasionally do stuff like this, especially when we have off weeks like this week. So the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for No Cash free event for you guys. If you would, please subscribe to the channel before you head out. Smash that like button as well. But we're not going to do any interviews, I don't think, here tonight. But that's really all I got. Jesse, what do you have?
Yeah, as Blake said, if you have an idea that you want to make happen here on HMS TV, feel free to reach out in the Discord. Like I mentioned earlier, that's the place to go if you want to get in contact with us. The easiest. You can reach out on Facebook Messenger, on YouTube, but the best way to do it is get in the Discord. And if you're out there watching and you haven't done it yet, it only takes 2 seconds. You hit the like button and you hit the subscribe button.
Any closing remarks, Christian?
We're not doing interviews. Xavier jumped in to be interviewed, but nonetheless, what an insane race this was. You couldn't breathe throughout it. Definitely had to hold your breath through all the battles we saw on track, all the junk, the trucks out there. But I think the real crowd was the Miatas, just constantly getting zoomed by the rest of the field. It was definitely intense.
Off the Path podcast, just subscribe. And you know what? We got a minute. Let's pull in Xavier Regelbrug here, interview him. He is your Truck Series winner. Another sub just came in. Xavier, Blake, Christian, and Jesse in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you pull home the win here in the Craftsman trucks. How much experience do you have in these trucks around here?
Completely honest, it's my first race in with the track car combo. I've never actually raced here.
I figured not too many have, honestly, but we were wondering, did you come from MCR or what league, or how'd you find us?
I came from Redemption.
Okay, all right, yeah. So our new league, we're actually, that's cool. We just hopped in there right before the race. I shared the link. Good thing you found us. We're going to be doing Redemption on Saturday nights coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Are you looking forward to that series?
Yes, looking very forward to it. I've been looking around for a new truck league for a while and got an invite from the owner, and he's very nice. Shout out to Jordan. And yeah, I'll be racing in there for future Saturday nights.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm guessing you might be a road course ringer on any other road courses they do, huh?
Not really, honestly. I'm way more of a, got pace on ovals and whatnot, because I'm an oval racer. But yeah, I could pull it out here and there at the road courses.
Yeah, well, hey,
definitely wasn't the.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely wasn't the fastest truck tonight. Got to give that to Austin. He was lights out. He was running me and Joseph down. He just got a bit unlucky.
Yeah, now Jesse, what'd you see here out of Xavier?
I remember. I'm pretty sure it was Xavier that was trying to reel in the 11 truck at one point and was wheeling the mess out of that truck. You were driving that thing pretty good, and I say you have a pretty clean race. I think that was the real factor for you, is you didn't get involved in too many incidents compared to the other guys. Would you say that's true?
Oh yeah, definitely. Joseph and Austin both had some run-ins. I think Austin got rear-ended or something by some faster car and got a black flag out of it, which really sucks. I was looking forward to racing him because that whole run after pit stops, I was saving my stuff. I was like, okay, I gotta save, and then when he gets to me, I'm gonna start pushing more.
Absolutely. And, again, we know you're new here, just hopped in for this event, but Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we just, in the last couple months, we started broadcasting an IMSA league, so that's kind of what brought this up here. We wanted to do a multi-class race, kind of include all of our leagues, so it was a fun race, and we're glad you were able to make it. Christian, do you have anything for our truck winner here tonight?
Just a congratulations. Looking forward to see you racing over there on Saturday nights. And yeah, you won a lifetime subscription to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Monetary value unknown.
Thank you. But real quick, because I'm sure you guys want to get on to the next person, I want to quickly shout out some people. Want to shout out my grandma for always being there for me and helping me with my sim racing I guess adventures. Thank you very much for helping me ever since she learned. You said what?
I was saying thank you to your grandma.
Oh yeah, thank you. Ever since she found out I got into sim racing, she's been behind me the whole time. She's helped me fund new things, helped me get in this rig I'm sitting in right now, and I'm very grateful for it. So I just wanted to make sure I got that win. Finally got a win that got broadcasted, and shout her out because I wouldn't be here without her.
Well said there. Congratulations once again, Xavier. Got it done tonight, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday nights here. And I think about 2 weeks or so, we're going to get started over there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hey, we'll send you down to celebrate again. Congrats, and we look forward to seeing you.
Yes. Great broadcast, by the way.
Definitely appreciate it. But there is Xavier Regelbrug getting it done here tonight in the trucks. He is the only interview because I'm not seeing any of our other winners. Yep, don't see him at all. So it looks like that's going to be our only interview of the night, folks. Before you head out, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We got a lot going on. We got our Tuesday night series, Stars and Stripes, going on now. Wednesday nights, GLSR going to have Superstar ARCA Cup starting soon as well on Wednesdays with a doubleheader. And then on Thursdays, we're off for now. And then we're going to have our Saturday league starting up soon. And Sundays, don't forget, we got MCR, IMSA style racing. And I'm going to be filling in on some Monday broadcasts here and there for some Super Formula Light racing. That's really all I got, though. But Jesse and Christian, feel free to chime in.
It was a fun event tonight. Glad I was able to make it. And it wasn't as chaotic as I thought it was going to be. I mean, there could have been a lot of chaos in that first lap or lap 0 that we missed, but so many cars, it's hard to tell what's going on. But I think it worked out about exactly how we expected with the speed difference, and it was overall a really fun race.
Christian?
Definitely so. Fun race indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Just want to say one more time, we got to thank our sponsor, Harpoon Design. Head on over to harpoondesign.com, your NASCAR source for paints. Don't just take it from me. If you don't think he is the best, go over to Trading Paints right now. Click on your #1 painter, and I guarantee you'll see Brantley Roden with Harpoon Design. Harpoondesign.com. Click the little red button below the beautiful logo right there. You'll go to a Google form where you could place your order, where paints start at $25.
Absolutely well said, but that's going to conclude tonight's broadcast. We got a couple short messages for you guys, including one from America's crew chief, Larry McReynolds. He's going to let you know what you need to do before you head out. But in the booth with Jesse Becker and Christian Taylor, I am Blake Hutchinson, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope to see you back here. Our next broadcast is going to be I don't know, Tuesday? Probably. I don't know. Keep an eye on the channel, and that's the only way to know. But, hey, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
42 right there with him. Smokes him. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the whole field is junk. It's a parking lot. They door slam each other. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be too close to call. Oh, he just got smoked. Oh, my goodness.
Turned.
He got dumped in the IMSA racing.
Caution is out.
Oh, he's dead. Doing each other with their